Hello, Pisces Sun, Rising, and Moon. I am Poetic Heretic, and this is your March 2019 Tarot forecast. So, this is a general reading for all Pisces people out there. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can get one when I go live on my channel. I go live on this channel regularly. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, doing live tarot readings for donations. Not every single one of those days, but just from time to time. So you can always look for me on one of those days if you would like. So now, let us get to your reading. We would like a Celtic Cross forecast for all Pisces individuals for the month of March 2019. Let's see what we get. What will be the energy for Pisces in the month of March 2019? What do the cards have in store? For the sign of Pisces in the month of March 2019. There we are. Your current outside influences. The Queen of Wands. Your challenge card. The Five of Wands reversed. The underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation. The Ten of Cups reversed. The past. The Three of Wands. What you hope to achieve. The Sun. The near future. Death reversed. Your attitude or position on the situation. The Five of Swords. The outside force coming in. The Five of Cups reversed. Your hopes or fears. The Three of Pentacles. And the final outcome card is the Knight of Pentacles. All right. All's well that ends well, I suppose. So let's take a look here at each individual card and see what we have. You can see already your fifth house is activated quite a bit, 3 5s, but we will get to that. So your current outside influence is the Queen of Wands. This talks about the energy right around the beginning of the month. Well, this could manifest as a person, an adult female fire sign, most likely. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And this would likely be someone who is very resolute, very strong, very willful, very determined, professional, hardworking, knows how to act, knows how to start things, with it being wands and fire, action, willpower, stuff like that. Someone who has a mature attitude or disposition and is socially adept, these sorts of things. So this could be someone who's helping you out a lot this month. Other than that, we're talking about the energy in general. It could even be that you are feeling much more willing to take action on things, much more professionally, I don't know what the word is, like professionally and socially adept, I guess would be a good way of saying it. Courageous, resolute, these sorts of things. You're ready to take the action that you need to take, especially around the beginning of the month. The challenge this month, however, is the Five of Wands. And yes, I am reading it reversed. It did come up reversed, even though it is the challenge card. But regardless, when we're looking at this card as the challenge card, the potential for conflict and fighting is there. And so be wary of that. The reversal may be calling on you to try to find more peace, more optimism, perhaps even make peace with other people, help other people to stop fighting, to get along more. And indeed, there's that 5, the first of the 3 5s, the 5th house of love and fun and all of that. And so let's see, there's a number of ways I could go. Well, we see some positive and some negative energy around the 5s in this reading as I'm looking at the other ones. But regardless, like, the good news behind that, though, is that 5s are so often indicative of fun. If you have 3 of them showing up, then at least on the positive side, you might be likely to have a lot of fun this month, even if there's also some fighting and conflict that needs to be overcome, or that you're trying to overcome. So for the underlying energy, everything forming a foundation for your current situation and your immediate environment, you have the 10 of Cups reversed. So unfortunately, this could be sadness and disappointment and whatnot, though it is not necessarily all about you, since again, this is like your immediate environment, people around you. It could be that people around you, maybe even like colleagues or people at a school that you go to or whatever, are feeling loss and misfortune and that sort of thing. This is the blocked energy of great happiness and harmony. This card upright is so happy and so celebratory, a card of great achievement, especially emotional achievement. But when it's reversed, that energy is blocked. Now, some readers might argue that, it's still positive when it's reversed. Well, I have been unable to ascertain any validity to that claim or that idea. Whenever I get this card reversed, it does tend to indicate, unfortunately, negative things, and I've got to call it like I see it. But again, it's like, is this 10 of Cups reversed entirely about you? I don't think that it is. I think it's more describing your, again, immediate environment and people around you, though naturally that energy is also going to have an effect on you as well. So it's really a bit of both. For the past or recent events that you have dealt with or experienced that have led to your current state of affairs, you have the 3 of Wands. So going back to more positive news, this card talks about favorable progress and projects well underway, clear communication, good communication. Talks about activity of all kinds, more wands, fire, more taking action and stuff like that. And so if you have seen some significant progress in any area of your life recently, particularly involving communication, 3s, communication, that is continuing into this month and is continuing particularly with that Queen of Wands card for your current outside influences, and has you continuing that action, continuing that being socially adept, perhaps, is the best way of putting it. That's my new favorite way of putting that card, I think. So for what you hope to achieve this month, you have the Sun. This is what you're reaching for. New beginnings, openings, new journeys through life, joy, happiness, optimism, enjoying life, stuff like that, seeing things as they are. And so, indeed, it's like, so for the underlying energy, again, you had that 10 of Cups reversed. So maybe people around you or the environment around you is kind of depressing or sad or disappointing, but you are reaching for something more. You are not content to just be stuck with mediocrity or disappointment or sadness. Instead, you are reaching for something more, for joy and happiness, for a new beginning, a powerful new beginning. For the near future, you have Death reversed. So This is talking about the first week or two of the month. Well, I could almost see this going a couple of different ways, but most often when we have death reversed, it is, oh boy, how do I put this? It is a lack of willingness to look at the dark side of things. It is a lack of willingness to let the old die so that the new can be reborn, all metaphorically speaking. It's a lack of willingness to process things that you need to process so that they can be transformed. And so, if that sounds like you, take the upright lesson of the card. You need to yield to the idea of death, to letting things die so that the new can take its place, so the new life can take its place. Otherwise, you get stuck in this stagnation and nothing new can come in, even though you're reaching for something new this month. It can't come in if you're blocking it by resisting the natural decay and deconstruction of things, the natural catharsis, deep emotional healing, metamorphosis. What's the other word I'm looking for? Like psychological decomposition. You've got to let these things happen. So for your attitude or position on the situation, about halfway through the month, you have the 5 of Swords. So again, I've got to call it like I see it. This is most likely you're feeling in a state of conflict. You could be fighting with people or mad at someone, or they could be fighting with you. There could be trouble, shock, worry, trauma, although I don't think it's going to be anything too serious because we don't have other really intense indicators of that. So it shouldn't be anything too horrible, but do beware. There is this idea of conflict going on. Conflict describes the energy of this card better than anything. And again, that could be just the way you're feeling. Maybe you feel conflicted within, or maybe you literally feel like you're in conflict with another person. And so, as we saw earlier with that 5 of Wands, that can also talk about conflict in its own way. That is a challenge for you this month. There do appear to be other people, or maybe even just your own thoughts on your own unprocessed psychological content that's trying to hold you down and weigh you down while you try to reach for something more. And so again, you want to let this process take its course. You don't want to resist it. Resisting it just makes it worse. For the outside force coming in, yet another 5, 5th house of fun. You have the 5 of Cups reversed. So we do like this card better reversed. And remember, this is something coming at you, and this is not really talking about you in all likelihood. So 5 of Cups reversed is relief and recovery, especially from loss or disappointment, and especially from like lost love and stuff like that. So this is some good news, as you are trying to sort of ascend these depths. There appears to be someone or something coming to you, coming at you, that helps you find relief, that helps you find that catharsis, that emotional release, and thus, therefore, that improvement, that greater optimism, and perhaps even clarity about things, that greater sense of, oh, life can be fun again. So even though you may be dealing with some challenges, just wait until later on in the month, like 3 weeks or so into the month. There are improvements. There is relief coming your way. Relief, help is on the way. And again, yet another 5, 5th house of love and fun and romance and all of that good stuff. So those activities, any combination of those, are quite possible for you to experience this month. So you also have another house that is activated, and that is your third house with hopes or fears, Three of Pentacles. So we had a 3 earlier, the Three of Wands. Now we're having a second Three of Pentacles. Third house is again about communication, and so expect that to play a significant role this month. Also, short distance travel, and basically that's mainly it for the third house. But what we're looking at here with the Three of Pentacles, and this is in your hopes or fears, stuff relating to work and collaboration, but like artistic kinds of work, creative work, interesting work of like a visual flair, or like fashion, or any kind of art really is significantly associated with this card. Now this is in your hopes or fears, and so it's not necessarily representing anything that's actually physically manifested, but it does show that it's on your mind, new work opportunities, or working with other people, and again, work that is really interesting from a more artistic standpoint, basically speaking. So that's some good energy showing up. Overall, it's very positive. So for your final outcome card, how do you conclude the month of March 2019? Well, you concluded with the Knight of Pentacles. So like I said at the beginning, all's well that ends well, I guess, because Knight of Pentacles, a card of great productivity and working away steadily at things towards success and finding success on the path, on the road to success. That's how you conclude this month. And so whatever's been trying to sort of draw you down or bring you down this month, the good news is it doesn't work. You are continuing on the road to success in whatever endeavors are important to you by the end of the month. That's how you wrap up this month. And now, of course, with this being a court card, this could even manifest as a person, most likely an adult male earth sign. That would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this would likely be a person that helps you find success in, again, whatever area of life it is most important to you. It does not necessarily have to do with work or money or whatever. So that's about it, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, if you would like a personal reading with me, I do go live regularly on this channel, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And on some of those days, often, not always, not all the time, but often, I will do live tarot readings for donations of any amount. You could donate even literally just $1, and I'll be happy to give you a Celtic cross reading on any subject of your choice. And so if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you can keep a lookout for when I do those particular live streams. And again, I do them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and or Saturdays, usually at least one per week. So I hope to see you there. And again, your month this month is looking like it has some mixed energy, but it starts off strong and it ends strong. And so just because there may be some challenges in between, I would say don't worry too much about that. You're reaching for joy and optimism and new beginnings. And as we saw from that outcome card, it looks like through hard work and discipline, you're going to find them. So thanks again, Pisces. And I do hope to see you next time. Have a magnificent month, and happy birthday if it is your birthday this month. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.